Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, we are four orphan toy apricots poodles. Our human family decided to keep all of us together. So welcome to our channel. Today our human mom will be making us lunch. As you can see, we are loving it. We will be making brown rice with ground beef, red bell pepper, and green bell pepper for flavor, and we'll also be adding sweet potatoes and some pumpkin puree. This all sounds so exciting, we can't wait. So let's get started. I'm going to let my mom share with you the recipe because let me tell you, this is so delicious.
Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. As you can see, puppies are enjoying their lunch and you're probably wondering, what can be so delicious that they are chomping away so happily? Let's get into it. Today we'll be making puppies lunch. For the next 4 days, we're going to need 3 cups of brown rice, half of a red bell pepper, half of a green bell pepper. This will be for flavoring. I'm going to be using half a cup of frozen spinach that we got from the garden. We're also going to need half of a carrot, red and green peppers, like I said before, and 2 sweet potatoes. I've got the rice on the stove cooking. We're going to be using 3 cups of brown rice. It's been washed and rinsed and added to some boiling water to cook until it's solved. In the meantime, let's get to chopping up all these vegetables. We're going to be chopping up our sweet potatoes into bite-sized pieces for our puppies. We have small toy poodles, and so we want these to be very small pieces. They are going to be melted away into the rice, and so it's okay if they're a little bit chunkier. Remember, bigger the pieces, the longer your cooking time will be. So to make things a lot easier, take some time and chop all your pieces up smaller. Sweet potatoes are very good for puppies. And let me tell you, these toy poodles absolutely love sweet potato. I like to put at least 1 sweet potato. And most of their meal preps today is exciting, because not only are they having this with potato, but they will be having some pumpkin puree that we'll be making in a little bit. Stay tuned for that. We love all these recipes that we are coming across, and we are loving cooking for puppies. We have 1 toy poodle that's a very picky eater, and he hardly eats the kibbles, and so meal prepping for puppies has been very helpful, making sure that he eats a healthy amount. That's why I actually started researching recipes. I found that when it came to home-cooked meals, we always had issues with the store-bought kibbles. He never wanted to eat it, so being able to prepare his meals has made us feel a lot better, knowing he's getting all the nutrients he needs. Sweet potatoes are second on the list of top vegetables high in fiber. One of the main reasons for adding fiber to a dog's diet is to encourage regular, healthy bowel movements. Sweet potatoes are also used to alleviate constipation and diarrhea, depending on the fiber type. Whether they're mashed, baked, or boiled, sweet potatoes are fine for dogs to eat as long as they're cooked, peeled, and plain. Again, avoid any seasonings or extra ingredients that may be included in human food recipes, such as butter, sugar, or salt. Dogs should start out with very small amounts of sweet potato, usually no more than 1 or 2 ounces per serving. Toy breed dogs should start with 1/4 or half of an ounce, about 2 to 3 teaspoons, and large breed dogs can have a little bit extra if they tolerate the first serving well. Let's finish chopping up the sweet potatoes, and let's move on to our other veggies. Like I said before, and all my other videos, just might be the hardest part of putting your meal together, chopping up all your veggies to the right consistency. But I feel that once you're done this part, it just moves along so quickly, like clockwork. Another thing I should mention, as a lot of these ingredients I had in the refrigerator, and the only thing I went out to buy was the 2 pumpkins to make the pumpkin puree. Remember to stay tuned for that. We will be roasting 2 whole pumpkins in the oven to make some pumpkin puree. But for now, let's get back to chopping up these veggies. We had some frozen spinach in the freezer. So I'm just going to chop up the stalks of that spinach is high in iron. So obviously spinach would be good for puppies, full of beneficial antioxidants. The leafy vegetable has an abundance of antioxidants, such as lutein, which can eliminate free radicals in your dog's body. 3. Rich in dietary fiber, raw spinach has plenty of fiber that can help keep your dog's digestive system healthy and prevent issues like constipation. Before we move any further, we should make note that anytime you're going to change your puppy's diet, make sure you talk to your veterinarian first. Our puppy has been eating like this since they were 8 weeks old, and so they're very used to this diet. We love to add bell peppers to puppies' meals. They add so much flavor and color to the meal, and not only that, but as long as you clean them beforehand and remove the seeds and core, peppers can offer a series of health benefits to your dog. These include vitamin A, supports healthy vision, growth and immune system. Vitamin C reduces inflammation and signs of aging. So it's a win-win. On to the carrots. Puppies are not a big fan of carrots, but we're going to sneak them in there and let them cook until they got soft. Carrots are rich in vitamin A, providing a host of nutritional benefits to your dog beyond supporting eye health. It also assists in supporting a thriving immune system and healthy skin and coat. So obviously, we're going to sneak this in there and let it melt away. Now that we gave you some health benefits of all these ingredients, let's get to the best part of putting this all together. The rice should be done. And so we're just going to strain and wash that, and put it to the side and get our ground beef into the pan. Now check out all these vegetables. I like to call this a vegetable melody week because we have so many delicious veggies in there that will help with puppies' immune system, helps to keep them healthy, and I can't wait to get this meal started. We have 1 pound of ground beef that we're going to add to a hot pan and let that brown. We are not going to add anything. If you find it sticking to the pan, just add a little bit of water and let it just get brown. Now that our ground meat has been cooking for about 15 minutes, it's nice and brown, we're going to add all of our vegetables and let that get happy together. Whoops, I see a piece of pepper that I forgot to chop up. That's okay, I'll just chop that up and throw that baby yak in. But now we just let this simmer for a little bit, maybe I'd say 3 or 4 minutes. It already looks so beautiful. I always get so excited when I'm making these meals for puppies there by my feet. And they're waiting, they know something is happening whenever I'm cooking for them. They always sit with me in the kitchen and wait. It's so adorable, so cute. This beauty has been on for about 5 minutes now, and I think we'll add a cup of water soon. I feel amazing knowing that my little guy Prince will have a full belly today. I always know when he's full and happy because he licks his lips constantly, and I would swear he gives me a cute little smile as well. He's more active and more playful. So again, finding these recipes and learning all the benefits they offers puppies' health has been a godsend. I feel a lot more confident now taking care of such small puppies. This is all brand new for us, and I'm loving learning. They brought us so much joy. I can't complain about making a meal for my babies. This has been cooking for about 8 minutes now, and we are going to add 1 cup of water, cover, and let it cook and get happy together. Let the natural flavors all get to know each other. This is where all the magic happens. The puppies know when we are making their dinners because they can smell the love in the air. Now we're just going to put the stove on medium low and let this just cook. It will take about another 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's get her pumpkin started. Let's get started. I wanted to add some pumpkin puree to this meal but realized we ran out of pumpkin puree. So off to the grocery store we went and grabbed 4 pumpkins. We are going to roast both pumpkins, so for this recipe, we're going to need to hold pumpkins or one. It's just as fine. You're going to need to remove the top of the pumpkin. And then we're going to remove all the seeds and guts from the pumpkin. It's nice if you have a small bowl handy. You can just dump all your seeds into there and save them because they're also very healthy for small puppies. They offer a lot of health benefits. But I have to say the number one benefit of pumpkin seeds is they're very good for deworming. So it's a nice way that you can offer a treat to your puppy knowing that it's also helping with the warming. It's a great preventative method. Again, I would like to advise you that if you're planning to change your puppy's diet, please speak to your veterinarian first to make sure you're making all the right choices for your puppy. Our toy poodles have been bottle fed since they were 2 days old, and we have been making home food for them since they were about 9 or 10 weeks. They love the home-cooked food, but they also eat kibbles as well. So please, before changing your puppy's diet, please speak to your veterinarian. We are also learning as we go, and so we are just sharing ideas. I'm trying to show all the benefits of using natural, healthy ingredients that you can find at your local grocery store or your farmer's market. There's simple ingredients that we all have in our refrigerator that we use on a daily basis to cook our meals. It does not take much time. You can do your meal prep the same time you are prepping for your dinner. Chop as you go, put into Ziploc bags and just put them aside. Set aside one day where you can focus on your dog's food, and it takes a lot of the stress away. How did you guys see how beautiful and clean my pumpkin is? It's okay if there are a few seeds still left inside. When this is finished, you can either put it in a blender or mash it up with a fork. It'll be very easy to remove a few seeds afterwards. Look at all the meat that's on the top, so that's why we want to make sure we leave that on our pumpkin. Let's get started on the pumpkin number 2 as I give you some health benefits to using pumpkin. If you're liking this video so far, don't forget to press that like button as it really helps our channel to grow. And we really appreciate that. If you're liking our content and you're liking this recipe, please leave us a comment in the comment section down below, as we love to hear the feedback. If you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please push the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our fun adventures with these beautiful toy poodles. Now let's get back to our pumpkin. Some of the great benefits of pumpkin are: pumpkin contains vitamins like A, C, and E, as well as minerals like iron and potassium. Feeding plain canned pumpkin gives a great boost to your dog's nutrition, great for digestion. Due to its high soluble fiber content, pumpkin is very good for your dog's digestion. Consider size and dietary needs. When determining the right amount of pumpkin, small dogs 1 to 2 pounds can enjoy 1 to 2 teaspoons of pumpkin daily. Medium-sized dog 20 to 40 pounds can have 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. Larger dogs 40 pounds can consume to 4 tablespoons daily. Of course, you can buy prepared pumpkin at your local grocery store or pet store, but how much fun is that when we can make our own pumpkin puree? I love this idea so much better, but for a lot of us who are working and have a very busy schedule, there's always the option of getting pumpkin puree already prepared and ready to go. Now check out the amount of pumpkin seeds we got out of these 2 small pumpkins. We're going to stick these in the toaster oven for about 40 minutes at 325. And then I can put them in a Ziploc bag. And it will be a great treat to try and offer puppies again the benefits of pumpkin seeds are they're great for deworming. So it's a great preventative method to do at home. Now let's get her pumpkins on a tray and stick these in the oven. We're going to put the oven on bake at 350 and we're going to put these in the oven for 2 hours too. Rose and get happy. How beautiful! Now let's get a tray and do the same thing with her pumpkin seeds. Let's get those into the toaster oven so they can also get happy. Whoops, be careful please, this can be very slippery. So do not use a glass bowl like I'm doing because if this fell, it would be very dangerous. Back to it, let's get these pumpkin seeds all spread out. Nice and flat on the tray. There's not a lot of guts, but if there is, you would want to remove all the guts, or it would get very sticky onto the aluminum foil paper. But as you can see, there's not many here, so we are fine. We are just going to place this into the toaster oven for about 40 minutes at 325 degrees and forget about it for about 40 minutes. Now with the magic of technology, it's been 2 hours later and her pumpkin is all done. I'm going to get to spoons so we can scoop out all the goodness from inside the pumpkin. This was roasting for about 2 hours and as you can see by the feel, it's very soft. And you can tell that it's fully cooked on the inside. It looks beautiful. It's very hot, so be very careful handling the pumpkin. I have very tough hands and so I'm doing okay. No hands were hurt while making this video. Let's get a bowl or a larger container to scoop everything into. I'm going to show you how super easy this is. Obviously, you can buy pumpkin puree, but why would you want to when you can do this? Now look how easy this is scooping out of the pumpkin. This is so satisfying. I'm feeling so accomplished. I'm going to get more than 2 jars of pumpkin puree. And all it cost me was $3.50. Not only was it cost efficient, but there was so much love put into it. There is so much happening today. I hope everyone's keeping up. We started off the day by making puppies dinner and meal prep for the next couple of days. We wanted to add some pumpkin puree and ran out of decided to roast 2 full pumpkins in the process. Now check this out. I wanted you to see how the pumpkin falls apart. I can just take my spoon and dip right in, scoop all the meat from the skin. All we're going to be left with is just the skin of the pumpkin, absolutely zero waste, and that's something I'm all about. Look at how it's all falling apart. Everything is just so easy. Let's just take a moment and enjoy this. Would you agree? Let's just have some quiet and enjoy this for a minute. I'm so happy that I decided to roast these 2 pumpkins. Puppies are going to love their dinner today. They're having brown rice with ground beef, carrots, red peppers, green peppers, sweet potatoes, which is one of their absolute favorites, and some pumpkin puree. We also added some spinach that we got from the garden. Norwal mashing the pumpkin puree. You might come across some seeds. If you're using a blender, that's fine. You can leave the seeds and blend them up. If not, just take a minute and remove all the seeds from your puree. I went through my plastic containers and found a few small little containers that I can portion control. And so I'm going to try to fall diesel. I'm going to fold them up per week as I use about 1 or 2 tablespoons a day, and that will be 4. For toy poodles, so let's start by portioning out all of this pumpkin puree. Look at this, in no time we have all these bowls filled. I can put some of these in the freezer for future use. And I'm going to leave one of these containers out in the refrigerator. If you see me picking, that's because I'm finding a few seeds that I forgot in the pumpkin, and so I'm just picking them out. Since I just smashed everything up with a fork, I don't want to leave these ones, and to prevent choking hazards, the ones that we did in the toaster oven are crunchy and can be digested a lot easier. Look at this, we're all done, not much of a cleanup. Let's get to finishing up Puppy's dinner. The meat and veggies have come together very nicely now. We're just going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of pumpkin puree into the meat and vegetable mixture and let that all get happy. This is basically finished. All we have to do now is add our rice. We are using 3 cups of brown rice. You can also substitute the brown rice for quinoa. But the puppies had quinoa in our last meal prep, so this time we're going to go with the brown rice again. The rice has been cooked to perfection, nice and soft. So we're just going to add that into our meat and vegetable mixture and get everything all mixed up. Smells so delicious and yummy. This is all done. Look how beautiful it looks. We're going to let this cool down for a little bit, and then we're going to give it to puppies and see if they like it. What do you think? Do you think you would be able to make a meal like this for your puppy dog? What are your thoughts on homemade puppy food? We would love to hear your feedback. If you have any recipe ideas you would like to share, please leave it for us in the comment section below. If there's anything you would like to see, please leave it in the comment section below, and we will be sure to try and accommodate. No, don't forget to push the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please push the subscribe button. We would love to see you again. Now let's go and enjoy puppies chomping away at their delicious lunch. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye!